Coach Craig here. If you want to be hospitable to your customers and clients, just do the opposite of this. My soon-to-be ex-bank was putting me through the IVR gauntlet, as I called them. And so I immediately pressed 0 because I'm like, I want to speak to a human. And so as I do that, I had to press it like 3 times before it would finally route me to a person, right? So you're going through this IVR, I think stands for, interactive voice responder or something like that. It just means the BS recording thing that you have to deal with every time you call Megacorp. And so as you're going through this, it's also taking the opportunity to try to extract more value from me by upselling me and cross-selling me and telling me about all of these things that I should do based off of the data that I've provided them, which is, my account information and everything else. It somehow decides that that's a good time for us to try to extract from you more value. So we're going to increase our LTV by diving into you, a captive audience who's already paid us, by the way, who's already, provided us their customership for years and years and years, but we're going to extract more from you. And then in addition to that, as I'm going through this maze, pressing 0, give me a human, I was blown away by this. The message said, your hold times are going to be longer because you didn't select a number. I'm like, this is a boundary case. There is no number that supports my boundary case. That's why I'm calling you, because I need to speak to a human about this boundary case. And it's like reprimanding me that I'm going to have to hold longer simply because I needed to speak to a human. It was like, okay, so here's the message for you. If you own a business, just do exactly the opposite of all of that, and you will win. So if you want to be great with your customers, if you want to be great with your clients, just do the opposite of that. I invite you to go through the IVR on your megabank and take notes of every frustration that occurs throughout the whole process. And then just don't do that. Just literally invert that and do the opposite. And you are going to crush, you're not even going to have competition. You're going to be in a class of your own if you do that. And the last thing that I wanted to say is that then it says, oh, your hold times are going to be like a gazillion hours. Would you like us to call you back? And then I'm like, oh, great. So now I am going to need to interrupt whatever I'm doing in some future moment that I don't even know what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to need to be interrupted by them in order to deal with this. Anyway, I could go on for hours. Do the opposite of that. Coach Craig out.